Welcome to part 2 of this World Super League Football Manager experiment. In this experiment I've downloaded a Steam Workshop World Super League database that contains about 20 divisions, and it's based on a team's reputation as to what division they've been put in. Go and check out part 1 so you know what's going on in this series. In this part 2 we'll be doing 2 more seasons. In the first season I'll just look at the top 2 divisions again, and then in the second season and the third season overall we will look at the other divisions in detail to see who's been promoted and relegated in those first 3 seasons and see what's going on further down the pecking order. As you can see, in this second season Manchester City won the league, 2 points ahead of Bayern Munich. Chelsea, who won it last year, down in 5th. I have a feeling it's going to move around quite a lot with the big teams, depending on how much money they spend and just who they've got in charge. It's going to swap around quite a lot. But as we can see, the first 2 titles were won by English teams. This season AC Milan, Atletico and Fiorentina were relegated. Man United only survived on goal difference. The last season they finished 3rd. That's how much it's going to change, I think, depending on who is in charge. We can see Van Gaal was actually sacked by Man United, probably for that poor performance. Tottenham finished mid-table a couple of times. I think they've done well, to be fair, to be in the middle of that pack. Arsenal down in 8th, Real Madrid up in 4th this time, and Barcelona in 6th. There's no Champions League or anything. This is effectively a Champions League replacement. It's just in a league format instead. Which I hope you really find this interesting. Once again, leave a like on this part 2 if you want more parts. If you want a part 3 where I do another couple, 2 or 3 seasons, probably 3 seasons in part 3. As we can see, Carlos Tevez was top scorer with Lewandowski this season. Yaya Toure got the highest average rating. Thomas Muller, most assists, and Thiago Silva got the most player of the match awards. But we'll look at the transfers before looking at the Man City squad, who won this title. You can see the top signing was Memphis Depay from PSV to PSG for 38 million. Wow, lots of money being spent on players once again. All the way down here there's still huge amounts of money going. Obviously this could be from many divisions up to this division, or possibly this division down, so it's including all of those sort of things. Let's look at Manchester City then. Pellegrini's still in charge, still got Kompany and Yaya Toure. Top scorer was in fact Toure with 21 goals. Aguero got 20, missed quite a few games, probably because of injury as usual. Average rating wise, Aguero, Toure 7.87, Kompany 3rd. They've got Ricardo Rodriguez in the team. They spent 48.12 million but did sell 29.5 million pound worth of players, so they didn't spend a huge amount net worth anyway. So we'll go down to Division 1 and then I will holiday another year and we'll look at the other divisions in more detail. So Division 1 this time was won by Valencia, 88 points. Inter second with 86. Roma just missing out on automatic promotion. But they did actually win against Marseille in the playoff final. Relegation-wise, Lazio, Fluminense and Gremio were relegated. Mix of teams there, a couple South American. Lazio going down as well. So I'm going to holiday to the end of the 3rd season of this experiment and we'll look at things in a bit more detail for those of you that are interested. We will start off with the top division once again though, which was won by Man City for a 2nd time in a row, just 1 point ahead of Juventus. Napoli, Dortmund and Lyon going down. Arsenal have been through a couple of different managers now. Mourinho left Chelsea as well. Laurent Blanc left PSG as well. So Man United up in 7th this time. They're really moving around a lot. But Tottenham once again mid-table. Real Madrid down in 10th and Barcelona down in 13th. Not sure what's happened there, but of course they're all big teams. They're not all going to be able to finish top 4, are they? And it doesn't actually matter if you don't, because at the end of the day you want to win this league. 2nd doesn't mean anything. You may get a bit more money, I guess, be more likely to attract players, but there's no Champions League incentive. The incentive is to play in this top division. So we'll make our way down and see who's won various leagues over the years. So Porto won Division 1 last season. This season 104 points. Wow. And Cruzeiro 89 going up, along with Monaco in the playoffs. Flamengo, Sao Paulo International were relegated. Berardi top scorer for Porto. Let's go down to Division 2, which was won by Fluminense. Hamburg also went up, as did Werder Bremen. Santos getting relegated again, along with Botafogo and Olympiacos. But as you can see here, competition history-wise, we've seen Everton win it, Palmeiras, Athletic have been runners-up, playoff winners. It's great to see such a mix of teams from around the world competing and making their way up the divisions. I've noticed a lot of English teams have been promoted. I've had a sneak preview look at this, and a lot of English teams are doing well. Maybe because, although reputations may be similar between some of these teams, some teams are very big in a certain country but may not have a huge amount of money, but their reputation might be quite high. You can see here West Ham 12th in Division 3. They've actually been promoted twice. We'll see in a minute that they've won or got promoted from Division 5 and then Division 4. And now they're mid-table in Division 3. They've done very well. But like I said, English teams seem to be doing well. They're actually the only English team in this division, I think. One thing that must be interesting is that these teams are actually flying all over the world to play their away games. They must be doing so much damage to the environment with their flights. But I'm not sure they really care about that. Anyway, Cagliari, top of Division 3. Monterrey as well, going up. And Sampdoria, Pumas, River and Braga going down. Such a mix of teams. It's fantastic to see. Division 4, won by Toluca. Granada going up as well. And Pachuca. Rayo FC20 going down. And Racing Club going down, despite finishing, quite far above. Well, actually 4 teams on 57 points. That is a very tight bottom half of the table, isn't it? Very tight indeed. But Racing Club, the top out of those 4 teams in that relegation playoff, were actually relegated. We've seen Copenhagen and Sampdoria win it in the past couple of seasons. Let's go down to Division 5. Libya Kozak, top scorer for Aston Villa. Southampton won the league though. PAOK second, just on goal difference behind them. That is a very poor goal difference, really, to get promoted, I would say. Only 20, they've conceded 60 goals. That's quite a lot. I think that's higher than you'd expect. If you look at that, though, nearly all the same. They've conceded very similar amounts of goals. It's odd. That is really odd. And they lost 11 games, which is quite a high number. Lokomotiv also going up in the playoffs. We've seen Frankfurt and Lyon win it in the last couple of years. Sunderland and Swansea getting promoted from Division 6, along with Standard of Belgium. Elche, Los Angeles and Nice going down. So LA Galaxy up in Division 6, but have been relegated. It's probably the highest American team, I guess. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure. We've got Norwich up there as well. Southampton won it last year, so I think they've been promoted twice in a row. In fact, 3 times in a row. Sunderland have been promoted as well, a couple of times in a row. But Southampton promoted 3 times in a row. Wow, that is very good, but it just shows the English dominance, I think. FC Red Bull Salzburg going up comfortably this season. That's a better goal difference. 101 goals. Bursaspor going up with them, and Cuban as well. There's going to be a lot of teams I don't really know and probably will be pronouncing them wrong, so I do apologise if you support one of these teams or from one of those countries. Ludogorets, they were in the Champions League this year. They've been relegated from Division 7. Let's go down to Division 8. This is going to take a while, but that's why I sort of did the first couple of the first top 2 divisions first, just so if you're not interested in these lower leagues, then you don't have to watch if you don't want. Colo Colo top, 125 points. Cardiff going up as well in Division 8, so that's impressive. Colo Colo only lost 1 game all season. Genk going up in the playoffs. We've seen Hertha Berlin and Verona win it in the past, and Chorley. No, that's obviously historical data there. Division 9, we've got Hull going up with Liga. Who are these? Liga de Quito, completely dominating that division. Krasnodar also going up. Colo Colo won it last year, and Hertha. We've seen the same teams just flying up the divisions, haven't we? Atletico Nacional going up with Wigan. Cesena going up as well. We'll have a look at the overall world sort of coefficients of these teams to see who are top, if anything's been affected by this. Oh wow, look, 127 points for them. That's amazing. Universidad de Chile. Watford going up in the playoffs as well. Division 12, we're nearly there, guys. Ghent going up. Nottingham Forest going up in the playoffs. Obviously, you can pause this if you want to look at certain stats and who was promoted previous years. Blackburn going up with Hamburg, and Alanza winning the title very comfortably there. Oh, look at how many NEC, 5 points. What the hell? And look at that. That is crazy. 21st, 53 points, and then there's 3 teams with nothing. What happened there? Then Division 14, Kasimpasa. Are they Turkish? Might be wrong in saying that. Let's go down to Division 15. Maribor went in the league very comfortably, only 1 defeat all season. Once again, really low points, 4 teams this time, but Juve Stabia surviving. I don't know if maybe they shouldn't be in that division, but I'm pretty sure the divisions have been done in terms of reputation order. Burnley, a mid-table in Division 16. DC United going up, it's an American team. Birmingham getting relegated. Wow, 0 points. There we go. Well done, Sanfrecce. Half a star. Wow. I assume they're Japanese because they've got a Japanese key player, but I may be wrong in saying that. Obviously, they're all based in England now, all in an English division. 0 points. Well done. Division 17. Toronto FC going up with San Jose. That's 2 North American teams going up. Portuguesa going down. Not sure if they're actually from Portugal. There's some unknown teams, I don't really know. Sydney FC going down from this division, as did Arsenal Kiev. And finally, Division 19, won by Trnava. Jahiva also going up, an ACS Pole. New England bottom with 7 points. Let's see who's finished bottom each time. New England. They didn't finish bottom in the first season. Where are they? They must have been relegated from the division above. But New England finished bottom 2 seasons in a row. 3 points and 7 points. Oh dear. Okay, so the World League Cup. Let's look at the last 2 winners. It was actually Gladbach and then Schalke. Going down to the FIFA World Lower League Cup, which was won by Atletico Nacional and then once Caldas, whoever they are. Community Shield won by Man City against Gladbach on penalties. And the World League Capital One Cup has been won by Bayern Munich and Juventus this season on penalties against Liverpool. We can't see any results, unfortunately. But there we go, guys. I hope you have found part 2 interesting. There's been some fascinating things in there of interest. I don't know if like these things are actually... I can't click on them, but I wonder if they're still effective. Surely the world... There's still the Swiss Super League, so there will still be some teams in there. So like Viduz has won it this year. So some leagues around the world are still effective. Anyway, I've gone off topic there, but please leave a like if you want a part 3, if you want to see some more interesting things going on. I just remembered I was going to look at some world statistics going on. As we can see, World Player of the Year, very different to normal. David Silva in 2014, Neymar in 2015, Messi 2nd, Ronaldo 3rd, and then Yaya Toure, Aguero and Oscar winning at 3rd. So this has really affected those sort of awards, hasn't it? Let's look at Golden Ball. Yep, Yaya Toure. Lionel Messi did win it the 2 previous years though, looking at that. World Team of the Year, let's have a look. Got Aguero in there. Nastasic in there for Schalke. John Stones as well, you may have noticed. Interesting stuff going on there indeed. Let's look at the clubs. In terms of reputation, Bayern Munich are top, Man City 2nd, Valencia up in 3rd. They're above Barcelona and Real Madrid now. That's really quite odd. Got Cruzeiro up there, who are actually in the division below. They've just got promoted though, haven't they? Dortmund relegated, losing a lot of reputation. He's the highest Division 2 team, I think. Fluminense let's look at finances. Who's the richest club in the world? It's currently Liverpool, then Chelsea, then Arsenal, 3 English teams, then Benfica, Barcelona, Roma, Bayern Munich, Man City and Man United all the way down there. Despite Man City winning the league twice, they've not got the best finances, strangely enough. So there we go, guys. Let's just look at the nation rankings. That's currently what the rankings are, the world rankings. But anyway, thank you for watching this part 2. If you would like a part 3, please leave a like. I will be going 3 seasons into the future and looking at basically the same as this, but just 3 seasons. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you